Colorado drivers demand better roads and less traffic. Colorado taxpayers will not pay for better roads and less traffic. That is what a TV newscast prone to cliches would call a crossroads. We will call it a lack of political will. Here's politics guy Marshall Zellinger.
Besides collecting potholes, Colorado also collected $3.4 billion in sales and use tax money from you last year. What does that have to do with potholes? A Republican state senator wants to fill them using some of that tax money by bringing back an old Colorado law.
About 10% of the sales tax we as a state collect is on vehicles, tires, batteries, things that are transportation related. That money should be going to transportation-related spending.
Republican Senator Paul Lundeen wants to divert what would have been $340 million last year to roads. But if this idea were to be in place, that $340 million would have to be cut from any of these areas that got general fund money from lawmakers last year.
The public option, incredibly expensive. Reinsurance, incredibly expensive. Family medical leave, incredibly expensive. All new ideas. Let's take care of the business we've been neglecting for decades, the roads and bridges, and then have a conversation about new ideas.
There's nothing wrong with the idea in general, except that that sales tax right now is also being spent on things that are really important to Coloradans, like public education and providing health care for people who need it.
Democrats like Representative Matt Gray, who chairs the Transportation Committee, are willing to dip into the state's existing fund if they can also figure out a way to generate new money. But voters haven't been on their side. In 2018, Proposition 109 would have borrowed money for roads and not cost us any more. That failed. Proposition 110 would have raised the state sales tax for road funding. Failed. Proposition CC would have funded roads and schools with your Tabor refunds. Failed.
I think that we do need to ask ourselves whether what voters are telling us is keep sending us these things over and over again and don't fix the roads in the meantime, or are they saying, look, we hire you to do a job, go do your job and don't ask us to be the ones to do it for you.
You like this pothole thing? Because guess what? That 10% of sales tax idea failed today, as we expected it would, Kyle.
We go through this year after year after year, and at some point, is there some kind of compromise that's outside the lane of what we always talk about?
Compromise would be general fund money, like we just talked about, that Republicans would like that, but the Democrats like that word fees. So perhaps your Uber, your Lyft ride, some delivery service, there might be a fee on that. Your electric vehicle where you don't go to the gas pump, there might be a fee on that. There might also be an idea about raising the gas tax, but that would have to go to the voters, and we know how voters feel about that.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Marshall.